Λοιπόν, έχουμε ένα θρύλο στην άλλη άκρη της γραμμής, τον Patrick από τους NIRVANA. Hello, Patrick.
Hello, how are you?
Just fine, how are you?
I mean, do I say good morning, good evening,
good evening,
good lunchtime, or just kala?
Kala, yeah. Well, welcome to Channel One. It's fantastic to have you here. So, first of all, tell me some details about your new book.
Well, it's called Psychedelic Days, and it's about the period in London between 1961 and 1969.
Yeah.
When I arrived there, I arrived from Ireland, and period of time that I had my first band there, which was an R&B or rhythm and blues band. And how I got there, and then involvement with that band, going to Europe, Hamburg, Sweden, then coming back to London. I was sick for a while, and then meeting Alex Baropoulos.
Yeah.
And forming the legendary Nirvana.
That's
the
right.
real Nirvana.
Yeah, the real deal. Yeah, of course. Are you ready for a comeback soon? I think with a new album.
Well, I mean, I've made a project.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a Nirvana album. I mean, I haven't done anything for a long time. But the company in San Francisco, who published the book, also have a record company, GRA, and I had been writing some songs. Well, the book really started by writing a song, and the song became a kind of poem, and the poem became an essay, and then the essay became a chapter, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I'll just continue. But anyhow, that's just the origin of the writing of the book. But with the music, I had some new things I was working on, and then I played a few of them to the people there, and they said they really liked it. It's 13 songs. 3 of the songs I wrote with Alex Baropoulos. The rest are original compositions. But I wouldn't classify it as a new Nirvana album. I think the revival of our stuff really is on the internet. We seem to...
I know what you mean. Yeah.
We seem to be almost, the band is becoming a kind of cult band now on the internet. And all our songs are up there. Many of them are, getting many people coming to them. Even cover versions like, Francois Hardy's Tiny Goddesses and people like that. People are beginning. Well, something is happening. I don't know what it is, but there is something happening.
Okay.
Strangely enough, I'm at one of the book signings I'm doing here in Los Angeles, because I'm here in America promoting at the moment. I was asked, would I make a small performance, and I'm going to do 4 Nirvana songs at a book signing with a celloist and a guitarist, just as an experiment. So that would be interesting.
Great news. Yeah.
Patrick, you may see it eventually on the internet. Maybe somebody will film it and put it up there.
All right. Can I ask you about the 60s? Looking back, can you describe for us a really amazing period, unique times?
Well, some people say that if you can remember the 60s, you weren't there.
I know.
But I was there, and that's what the book is about, basically. I mean, the book is about somebody who was
really there,
really in it, and Alex also. We lived that life together there, and fortunately, we're both still alive. That's the most important thing.
You're right.
Because I realized when I was writing the book that after I'd written about 50 or 60 pages and just read it back to myself one day. I don't like reading back what I write. I like to leave it for a long time. But I read it back, maybe just to see how it was flowing, maybe even. And I realized that most of the people I had written about were dead and had died far too young,
Yeah, I know.
Friends, musician friends.
Yeah.
People like Speedy Keen, who was in Thunderclap Newman, and who was in my first band would be in Second Thoughts. He wrote later Something in the Air. Do you remember that big hit?
Yeah, of course.
Speedy and I were very close, but Guy Stevens, who was a great psychedelic man, Peter Meaden, who was an unbelievable creative person involved with Pete Townsend, and then other people who through him that I met. Characters like that, they died far too young, just didn't make it.
And Patrick, what about your memories of Salvador Dali? You were on a French television
now,
show.
You're asking me all these questions, but if I tell you too much about him, your fans won't go out and buy the book, You have to go and buy the book on. I'm going to give it a plug here. Go to the website www.psychedelicdays.com.
Be sure, Patrick. Be sure.
Make sure how to spell psychedelic as well. Yeah, I'm sure. I think all your fans know how to spell psychedelic, I think, don't they?
Okay, yeah, of course.
No, the Salvador Dali experience was something special because I think we're the only band ever to make music with him. Or to make music on a show.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I was talking with Alex about it, and he told me that Vangelis did a show with Salvador Dali in Paris.
Yeah.
But Vangelis didn't play any music. He was just like a guest with Dali.
Yeah.
But we actually played in Dali's improvised 3-hour program. And it was just, it was a real happening. A real happening. I mean, he was an unbelievable man.
Yeah, unforgettable, yeah.
I liked his art anyhow, right from the beginning, before I was even ever in music.
Me too.
I saw I saw a few prints in a book in Ireland when I was about 17. And one was The Crucifixion, and another one was just a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with him, you know, just...
Instantly,
people think he was just crazy and mad, and the images that he painted and
the persona, yeah.
But if you look underneath him, he's a fantastic technician as an artist.
As an artist, yeah, of course. Okay, Patrick, thank you.
The whole happening, anyhow, of Salvador Dali in Paris that Sunday afternoon is described in real, vivid, surreal, psychedelic technicolor in the book.
Yeah.
So get your people out there and get it moving.
Okay.
Spread the word.
Oh, be sure.
And thank you for playing the music.
My pleasure.
I just heard Rainbow Chaser there in the background.
My pleasure. You're welcome.
And I met two Greek chaps from Athens here in Los Angeles. I went to I did a book signing at a record fair, and I met these two chaps. They have a shop, a record shop up in, I think, around Canary Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
And they were traveling around America buying psychedelic vinyl.
Good.
So your people are good ambassadors. They knew my music. I mean, they bought the book and everything.
Of course.
So when I come to Athens, which I will do, I'm going to visit them, and I'll visit your station too and your radio show.
Yeah. I'm going to for you. You know, you have to come here.
I will.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
Thank you very much.
Maybe I'll even get Alex to come with me, and maybe we do a couple of songs live on the show.
Yeah. Of course. Radio gig. Yeah. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you very much for your time.
Take care.
Take care. You too. Bye.
Ciao. Kala.